Week 2 of the National Football League. And we've got Devontae Smith. He had a standout game 1 week ago with 3 touchdown catches. It's the Eagles and the Hawks, and it comes your way next.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look here at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to Week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Seattle Seahawks and the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, you look at this Eagles team as they interplay here. They come in off a loss in the opener last week. That one was on the road. Now they get their first taste here of home cooking.
And what they're hoping to do is feed off the energy of the home crowd. Great tailgate, great fan support. Let's see if they can put it to good use.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Seahawks, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in Week 2. Fielded just outside the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And he was terrific in the opener, threw 3 touchdown passes, and make no mistake about it, he was eager to get right back out and do it again. So I think we'll see him try to test the secondary quite a bit as this game goes on.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays puts up the first. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The numbers for Sanders last week, 12 carries, 56 yards.
There were some signs of life from their ground game last week, but overall, just a so-so performance. Everyone knows they can make a slight improvement how they contribute to this aspect of the offense. Linemen can set their blocks and hold them a little bit longer, and he can be quicker to the hole and hit a lane. If they do that, they should get some better numbers produced this week.
Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He finds his man, complete. That's Rose. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 6, but not enough, as they'll be forced to punt on their first drive of the game.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
The Eagles send out their punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
I think the hope was to let him sit and learn for a bit, but he was thrown right into the fire in Week 1. Now we'll see what kind of lessons he's learned as he prepares for his second start in the NFL.
Here's Walker to start the drive. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. The numbers on the ground for Walker a week ago. 22 carries, 93 yards and a score.
But they set a nice tone in week 1. He's among the leading rushers in the league. I think that they continue to feed him the football and continue to establish the running game so they can get the play action and throw the ball deep later on.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Back to throw. Being chased out left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3. But more importantly, it brings up 4th down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Rose. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Left side here to Sanders. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 10 yards there and an Eagle 1st down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. They'll set up to throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They'll have very good starting field position here after the turnover as they search for the first points of the ball game. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. No, he doesn't have it. Maybe some alligator arms there going over the middle. Third down. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now the drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
So on now the field goal team for Philadelphia. From the left hash, this from 46. And this one is right down the middle. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. The Seahawks at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to take care of business in front of the home crowd last week.
Yeah, it's always nice to get that opener at home, but now things get a little bit tougher. The good thing for them, though, is they take a little extra confidence with them when they head out on the road.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. On second down, it's Walker. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. Fourth down.
And partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's third down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. Second and 4. He finds his man, complete. That's Watkins. Whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. A give running left. It's Sanders. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Kayvon Thibodeau, he beat the O-line and recorded the sack.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at about the 14. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And out now come the Seahawks. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw here. That's complete to DK Metcalf. The Seahawks on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try for the first with Walker. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sanders. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
He only gave them an instant to react. It was a classic case of if you blink, you missed him. Off of the line and to the quarterback in just a couple of seconds. Running back only had a moment to react and attempt to throw a block.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They'll set up a throw. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. And this looks like a roughing call. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
Now, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
They'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. And that will be incomplete. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this will be taken at the 13. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go. Because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. Sacks, a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long. Looking to throw.
Targeting the out route, and he completes this to Metcalf.
They get 11 back on that one. That leads to 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 8. It's caught. Smith. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. They'll look to throw here. This is Smith with a grab. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Well, it's caught on the right side at Smith. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Made the quick throw there outside the numbers, and you can feel the thought process. They just wanted to get in his hands and let him make a play. But how about the job they did defensively to keep him bottled up? Instead, they tackle him for a loss.
So still 14 yards to go, second down. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. On play action, they'll throw. And this is going to be incomplete. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling with this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. He'll look to throw. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Rose. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 2nd and 3. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Oh, it was hit at the line of scrimmage and intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point.
And this is up and good to make it 7-3. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll throw now on the final play. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll begin up north at MetLife Stadium over in New Jersey. And they are seconds away from halftime, all tied in that one. From there, let's get over to the Rockies to check out the Broncos at home in Denver. And they trail the visiting Chiefs in that one. Patrick Mahomes has thrown a touchdown pass. Finally, let's take the trip across the Atlantic. See what's happening over in London. And they've got the lead in their matchup with the Tampa Bay Bucks. Sky Moore, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. Continuing on, here's a look at the next-gen stats in that first half, and it was a tricky half to figure out numbers-wise. They've got the lead, but you'd figure they're definitely talking about ways to get this passing game back on track. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they too have found passing lanes to be hard to come by so far. As you see by the numbers, they'll need to figure that out in the second half.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And the half will begin with a touchback. So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now as they start this drive 1st and 10. Of course, remember they beat the Saints a week ago, so some good momentum rolling right now. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a 1st down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. A nice throw right there. And Charles, this is game number 2 in the NFL for this young rookie. His guys getting the victory last week, and he played pretty well by most accounts. Curious, what did you see?
I saw something similar to what you described, Brandon, because I saw a guy who looked the part, a guy who was in command, not just with the touchdown passes, but definitely looked to be in command.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Straight ahead, Walker.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down, they just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
On the return, Harris. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. On the move past the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. And you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
Here's Sanders. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Another run with Sanders. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation. They're going to look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. And that is no good. Hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in. And that will keep this a 4-point game. Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
So after the missed long field goal attempt, this offense set up nicely at the 44-yard line. He'll find Metcalf. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Second and 2. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. First target, first catch, and a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Looking for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Back to throw here. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 17-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
They go play action here on first down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It'll go as a loss of 8 and a tough result there on first and goal. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's second and goal. Up the middle, here's Walker. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. They'll look to throw on third and goal. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. A nightmare on third and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get it. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
So out now is the Seattle field goal team. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
From the 6. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. They'll come out throwing here on first down. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off, and the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. This is caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
Here's Walker. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding it back to 2. No gain there. It's going to set up second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. They'll try and run. Walker. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a fourth and goal. This defense continues to be good on third down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown offensively. Are you saying, let's go for this, let's try to get it in the end zone?
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the big play that you would expect in downs 1 through 3. Why should fourth down be any different? True. You might want to go ahead and kick the field goal and see if you can figure out something else as this game moves on.
And this one is right through. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. Well, they come through with 3 after forcing the turnover. But CD, second half, you're starting inside the red zone. Obviously, they would have liked 6 out of that.
Absolutely, because that's all you're thinking is how do you get it into the end zone? You want the field goal to be the last resort. In this case, they gave it a great try, but did have to settle for 3.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And, Charles, we've seen almost 3 full quarters now, and neither offense can really get it going. Neither has hit the end zone, and neither side seemingly can make that big play.
But the game hasn't been devoid of action because these two defenses, they've taken over and they've slugged it out. But I think you're exactly right. We're at that stage of the game now where one of these offenses, if they make a big play, that could be the difference.
That's good for 28 yards. Before they can snap it, time runs out on this third quarter of play. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the fourth quarter. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. He'll drop to throw. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. He's got Smith here. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. 2nd and 4. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 18. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 40 yards on the ground for him so far.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They get this to Smith on the jet sweep. And he stopped immediately there. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And it'll be intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time, multiple guys get to it. A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They
As we break it down on Next Gen Stats, that entire play wound up taking just 2.4 seconds beginning to end, so they were on him in a hurry.
A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Well, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defensive side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly. And what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it, escaping the pressure right. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Now a draw play. It's Walker. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. 2nd down and 3, ball on the 7.
They'll drop to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. From the left hash, a 31-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And the lead stretches. 16-3 now.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25. The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense.
And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there and an Eagle 1st down. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Back to throw again.
Yeah, he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
They'll look to throw again. Going deep here for Watkins. And that will be incomplete. Scared to let it fly, but it falls to the middle. It's on fourth down.
It's fourth down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
Intercepted by the Seahawks. They'll take over.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
It was T.J. Edwards who brought him down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Hard throw, incomplete.
Intended for DK Metcalf, incomplete.
He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. On the handoff, this is Walker. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Again, Walker.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
On 3rd down, here's Walker.
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal.
They'll run for it. It's Walker.
And he'll be caught behind the line of scrimmage at the 3. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
It's now 2nd and 10.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So the victory here for Seattle. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right?
I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for the Seahawks, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons.